Recording in progress.
Hello. Right, guys. Good evening, guys. There was some audio issue. Just now I have resolved that issue. So, welcome to Srini IT. So, today we are going to start new online batch for Devops with AWS course. So, what is our course name? Devops with AWS. Who is the trainer for this course? Myself. So, myself, Raju. Right, I have 10 plus years of working experience. Right, currently I am working as a senior technical specialist. Senior technical specialist. As a trainer, I have 7 plus years of experience. Right, this is brief about myself. Myself, Raju. I have 10 plus years of working experience. Currently, I am working as a senior technical specialist. As a trainer, I have 7 plus years of experience. Fine. So today we are going to start DevOps with AWS. To attend for this course, what are the prerequisites? To attend for this DevOps with AWS course, what are the prerequisites? Right. So to be frank, nothing is required, guys. Nothing is required to attend for this course. Anyone can able to attend. Either graduates or undergraduates, postgraduates, right? So anyone can able to attend for this course. There is no dependency on any technologies. Technical people can able to attend, right? Non-technical people also can attend for this course. There is no dependency on programming languages and there is no dependency on any other tools also. Right, if you guys have the interest to learn this DevOps with AWS course, you guys can able to attend for this course, guys. Right, you guys may ask a question, sir, I'm working at testing engineer. I'm working as a testing engineer. Can I able to attend for this course or not? Can I able to migrate from testing to DevOps engineer or not? Yes, you guys can able to attend and you guys can migrate from testing to this DevOps engineers. Right, anyone can able to learn it. Right, there is no prerequisites to learn this course. Next, guys. Right, so once you guys are completed this course, after completing this course, you can say you guys have 4 plus years of experience. You guys can say you guys have 4 plus years of experience on this DevOps with AWS. You guys will get that much of experience, guys. You guys will get that much of hands-on experience also. Right. So here daily class will be 1 hour 15 minutes to 1 hour 15 minutes to 1 hour 30 minutes. Daily class, guys, 1 hour 15 minutes to 1 hour 30 minutes I will take. Class timings 7:30 p.m. 7:30 p.m. to right up to 9 p.m. I will take, guys. Up to 9 p.m. I will take. Right, daily class recordings are available. Class recordings are available. Right, after completing the class within 24 hours you guys will get this class recorded class, guys. Recorded class video you guys will get. If anyone missed the class due to any reasons, right, no worries. Here I am sharing the recorded videos also. You guys can go through that records, guys. Right, guys, prerequisites are nothing. Right, after completing this course, you guys can claim 4 years of experience in DevOps with AWS. Right, daily class, right, 1 hour 15 minutes to 1 hour 30 minutes I will take. Class timings 7:30 p.m. to 9 p.m. I will take. Right, class recordings are available. Right, after completing the class within 24 hours you guys will get the recorded class, recorded videos, and I will provide the soft copy, guys. Here daily at the time of discussing the topics only I will prepare the notes also. Parallelly I will prepare the notes also. Whatever I am typing on this notepad, that soft copy I will share, guys. That notes also I will share. After completing the session, whatever I am preparing the notes in the class, that class notes also I will share. You guys no need to maintain any running notes kind of things. Just concentrate on the session. Nothing is required, guys. You guys no need to write anything. Right, so instead of you guys, I'm only writing everything on notepad. Once class is completed, I will share these notes with you guys. Okay, see guys, like this for previous batches, how I prepared the class notes, like this I have prepared. So like this I have prepared. So once class is completed, I will share this class notes with you guys. See, like this, each and everything I will type in front of you guys only. Once class is completed, I will share this class notes with you. You guys no need to maintain any running notes kind of things, guys. Just concentrate on the class. Okay, fine. So next, coming to course content. Right, so here I'm going to divide our entire course into multiple parts. What is the part 1? What is the part 1 which we are going to discuss? Here we are going to discuss introduction, DevOps introduction part. Right, in this DevOps introduction, what we are going to learn? In this DevOps introduction, we are going to learn what is DevOps, right? Why DevOps is required? Right. So what is SDLC? SDLC stands for Software Development Life Cycle. SDLC stands for Software Development Life Cycle. Right, here we have multiple methodologies are available in this SDLC. The first methodology is Waterfall methodology. So we are going to discuss what is this waterfall methodology, what advantages are there in this waterfall methodology, what disadvantages are there in this waterfall methodology. Everything we are going to discuss. Once this one is completed, next we will talk about Agile methodology. So this is very important one. Right, agile methodology is very important one and a trending one, guys. Almost all the companies are using this agile methodology only. Right, this waterfall methodology is the history, guys. Nowadays no one is using this waterfall methodology. Right, early, at least I think 15 years back people used this waterfall methodology. Now no one is not using this waterfall methodology. Right, so now here we are going to discuss what is this waterfall methodology, what limitations are there in this waterfall methodology, right, why this agile methodology is came into the picture, what advantages are there with this agile methodology, right, differences between this waterfall methodology and agile methodology, everything we are going to understand it here. So this is the part 1 which we are going to discuss, guys. So this is the part 1 which we are going to discuss, DevOps introduction part. Right, so all these topics we are going to discuss it here. What is DevOps? Why DevOps is required? Right, so what is SDLC, software development lifecycle? What methodologies are available in SDLC? In that, what is waterfall methodology? What is agile methodology? What is the difference between these two methodologies? Everything we are going to discuss it here. Right, once you guys are clear about this part 1, so next we will jump into part 2. Next we will jump into part 2. So what we are going to learn in this part 2, what we are going to understand in this part 2, guys. So in our systems we have Windows operating systems. We have Windows operating system, but in the companies, if you want to deploy the application, whether it is Java application or Python application or .NET application, any kind of applications, if you want to deploy the applications, there we need to use Linux operating systems, guys. Linux operating systems. We won't use this Windows operating systems, guys. In companies, for application deployment purpose, we will use this Linux operating system only. So here in part 2, we are going to learn what is operating system, what is operating system, right, what is this Windows operating system, what is this Linux operating system, right, what are the differences between this Windows operating system and Linux operating systems, right. Next here, advantages with Linux operating system, advantages with this Linux operating system, and here Linux commands, very important. If you want to work with Linux operating system, you should know the Linux commands. Then only you guys can able to work with the Linux operating systems. Right? What commands are required to work with the Linux operating system? All those commands we are going to understand it here. Guys, see, in part 2, what we are going to discuss? What is operating system? What is Windows operating system? What is Linux operating systems? What is the difference between this Windows and Linux operating systems? What advantages are there in Linux operating system? And Linux commands also we are going to understand. Right, this is part 2 only. Right, here only in part 2 only we are going to discuss shell scripting also. Right, scripting language, shell scripting also we are going to understand, guys. Right, so this is part 2 which we are going to discuss, guys. Here one more thing in part 1, DevOps life cycle also we are going to understand. See guys, 2 parts. Part 1, DevOps introduction. In DevOps introduction part, right, we are going to cover all these things. What is DevOps? Why DevOps is required? Right? What is a software development life cycle? What methodologies are available in software development life cycle? What is waterfall methodology? What is agile methodology? What is the differences between waterfall methodology and agile methodology? Next, we are going to understand DevOps life cycle. DevOps lifecycle or roadmap of the DevOps, anything you can call. Once this part 1 is completed, next we will move into this part 2. In part 2, we are going to talk about what is operating systems, what is Windows operating system, what is Linux operating system, what advantages are there with Linux operating system, and the Linux commands we are going to understand. Next we are going to discuss shell scripting also. So this is the part 2 which we are going to discuss, guys. This is the part 2 which we are going to discuss. Once this part 3 is completed, so next what we are going to learn? Next we are going to understand part 3. Part 3. In part 3 what we are going to learn? DevOps tools. DevOps tools, guys. What tools are available in DevOps? All tools we are going to understand it here. In DevOps, what tools are available? All those tools we are going to understand it here. What tools are available in DevOps, guys? What tools are available in DevOps? Right. First here I'm going to give some overview of all the tools, guys. Here first I will give overview of all the tools. What tools are available? I will give overview about all the tools. Overview of all DevOps tools. Overview of all DevOps tools I am going to give. Next, as a DevOps engineer, what is your roles and responsibilities in the company? Once you guys are joined in the company as a DevOps engineer, what is your roles and responsibilities we are going to understand. Roles and responsibilities of DevOps engineer. Roles and responsibilities of DevOps engineer. Right. Next we will understand, right, so Maven and GitHub. Right. What is how to work with Maven? Working with Maven. Right. And GitHub. Working with Maven and GitHub we are going to understand. So next, working with Jenkins and Sonar Cube. Working with Jenkins and Sonar Cube we are going to understand. Right. Once Jenkins and Sonar Cube is completed, so next we are going to discuss about Ansible. Once Ansible is completed, we will discuss about Terraform we will discuss. Right. Once Terraform is completed, we will talk about Docker. Next we will talk about Docker Swarm. Next we will talk about Kubernetes. This is these three are very important, guys. Docker Swarm, Kubernetes, this is Jenkins CI/CD pipelines. This Jenkins process, right? Docker Swarm, Kubernetes. These three are very important. All these things, right? Kubernetes is not that much easy, guys. Kubernetes is not that much easy. We need to discuss a lot. So many components we need to discuss in the Kubernetes, guys. First, we need to understand so many multiple components in the Kubernetes. Then only we can able to work with the Kubernetes, guys. Right? After completing the Kubernetes, we will talk about ELK also. ELK. And here, Elasticsearch. Next, Logstash. Next, Kibana, right? And other tools also. Some other tools also I will cover, guys. These are the main things, guys. These are the main things in our DevOps. Once completed all these tools, we will discuss some more extra tools also. Please have a look into this, guys. as part 3, what we are going to discuss? We are going to discuss Devops tools. What tools are available? See guys, first we are going to understand Maven. What is Maven? Maven is a build tool. By using this Maven, we can compile and package our Java based applications. Right? We don't know. Once you guys are joined as a DevOps engineer, whether you guys are going to work with Java people or whether you guys are going to work with Python people, we don't know that. Right? But here, what is the purpose of Maven, guys? Why we need to use this Maven? Right? So whatever the Java based applications are there, we need to compile and package those Java based applications. For that, we need to use this Maven. Maven is a build tool. We will use this build tool, guys. So next here, GitHub. GitHub is available. What is the purpose of this GitHub? GitHub we are going to use as source code repository. Source code repository. Whatever the code developers are writing, that code they need to maintain in one place, guys. They need to put one repository. From that repository, other team members will get that code, guys. Right? GitHub is a source code repository where version controlling is happening. In this repository only version controlling is happening, guys. Here we have distributed version controlling, centralized version controlling. So many things are available. We will discuss all those things, guys. Right? So next, Jenkins. Jenkins is a CI/CD tool, guys. What is this Jenkins? It is CI/CD tool. CI means what? Continuous integration. CD means what? Continuous delivery. Jenkins is a CI/CD tool to create the pipeline for automate build and deployments, guys. We will use this Jenkins to create the pipelines to automate the build and deployment process, guys. See here, whenever developers are uploaded the code into the GitHub repository, here developers are uploading the code into GitHub repository, right? From that GitHub repository, right, we need to download the code and we need to create one artifact and we need to deploy that artifact into the servers, right? So that everything that for that we need to create some pipelines, guys. We no need to do that manually. We no need to do that activity manually. Here by using Jenkins, we will create some pipelines. That pipeline will take care everything. That pipelines will take care everything, guys. It will automate the process, guys. It automate the process. Manually, we no need to do anything, guys. Alright. So next one is Sonar Cube. What is the purpose of this Sonar Cube? Code quality checking tool. Right. This Sonar Cube is the code quality purpose. We will use this one, guys. Developers are writing the code, right? Right. We need to check how much, right here, how much quality of the code that developers are providing. Right. How much quality of the code that developers are providing. Everything we need to monitor. That part we will do by using this Sonar Cube. Right. So next, Ansible, guys. We will use this Ansible for as configuration management tool, guys. We will use Ansible as configuration management tool. See, guys, here. So this is my system. In this system, I installed Ansible. Right. So tomorrow, I want to configure, I want to install some softwares in 100 missions. 100 missions. Some softwares I want to install in 100 missions, guys. Instead of going to each and every mission and install manually, instead of going to each and every mission and install manually, what my Ansible is doing, right, from this system only, in which mission you installed Ansible, from there only it will connect with all the missions. Remotely it will connect with all the missions and it will install the softwares at a time within fraction of seconds, guys. We no need to go each and every system and we no need to install manually. Right? In my system I installed Ansible. That Ansible will take care, right? Right, it will connect with all the machines remotely, and it will install the required softwares in all the machines at a time with a fraction of seconds only. For that we are going to use Ansible guys. So next one is Terraform. What is this Terraform? What is this Terraform guys? Infrastructure as code. Right, see here, if you want install any package, if you want install any software, first you guys should have some infrastructure guys. First you guys should have some infrastructure. Simple guys, I want to deploy my application into development environment. First what you should have, that development infrastructure is required, then only you can able to deploy the application. Without having that development infrastructure, how you can able to deploy the application? You can't. Right, that infrastructure we are going to create by using Terraform guys. Right, here infrastructure we can create through GUI. Through GUI we can create infrastructure, and by using some code also, we can create that infrastructure. If you go with this Terraform, you need to create the infrastructure as code. By using code, we will create the infrastructure in this Terraform. Right guys? If you want to use this Ansible, first you should have the infrastructure. That infrastructure we are going to create by using Terraform. Terraform we will use to create the infrastructure. Ansible we will use to configure the packages in the machines guys. Right, first Terraform, then Ansible guys. Okay, right. So once this part is completed, next we will discuss about containerization, Docker containers. Here we will talk about what is Docker, what is container. Voice is not proper. So once this Terraform Ansible is completed, next we will discuss about Docker. Here we are going to discuss what is containerization, what is Docker, what is Docker images, what is Docker file, how to create Docker images, how to upload those Docker images into public registry, how to upload those images into private registry, how to download the images from the public registry, and how to create the container. All those things we are going to discuss it here. Docker Swarm we will discuss, and we will talk about the Kubernetes. Right, so this Docker and Kubernetes, these two are very important guys. Docker and Kubernetes are very important. Right, so without having complete knowledge on this Docker, Kubernetes and Jenkins, don't attend for any interviews. Guys. These are very important things guys. Right, so after completing all these things, we will discuss some more tools, whatever we have. Right, we will discuss those things also. These are the main important tools in our Devops guys. Please have a look into this. First we are going to discuss, I'm going to give the brief idea about all the tools. Overview I will give about all the tools. Next I will explain as a Devops engineer what is your roles and responsibilities in the company. Next I am going to discuss about Maven. Maven guys, what is Maven, what is build a tool, what is pom.xml file, how to configure the dependencies inside the pom.xml file, in that what is artifact, what is group ID, what is versioning, and what is Maven lifecycle. We have 7 stages are there in Maven lifecycle. We are going to discuss all those things guys. Right, once Maven is completed, we will talk about the source code management, source code repository. GitHub we are going to use as source code repository. Here we will talk about what is centralized version controlling, what is distributed version controlling, everything we are going to discuss it here. So next we will talk about Jenkins. Jenkins we are going to discuss, guys. By using Jenkins, we are going to create the pipelines to automate the process. I want to automate the entire process. For that, I need to create the pipeline. Right? That pipelines we are going to create by using Jenkins, CI/CD, continuous integration and continuous delivery. Right? So once the Jenkins is completed, we will discuss about Sonar Cube. We will use this Sonar Cube for code quality checking. Sonar Cube is a code quality checking tool. Right. So next we will talk about Ansible. Right. This is the configuration management tool. Next we will talk about Terraform. Right. This is for infrastructure setup. We will use this Terraform. Next we will talk about containerizations, Docker containers, Kubernetes containers. Right. All these things we are going to discuss, guys. Right. Guys, Jenkins, Docker, Kubernetes. These three only will take 1 month of the time, guys. Jenkins, Docker, Kubernetes. These three will take 1 month of the time. Right. So once this part 3 is completed, next we will go for part 4. Part 4. So what we are going to discuss in part 4, we are going to discuss, right, AWS. As part 4, we are going to discuss AWS. Right. What we are going to discuss in AWS. See guys, here I'm going to discuss more than 15 plus services in AWS. First, I will give some brief introduction. Right, what is cloud computing? What is cloud computing? What is cloud computing? Why we need to go for this cloud computing? What advantages are there? Advantages with cloud computing. Advantages with cloud computing. Next, I am going to discuss IaaS, infrastructure as a service, versus PaaS, platform as a service, versus SaaS, software as service. All these things we are going to discuss. What is the differences between IaaS, PaaS, SaaS? IaaS stands for infrastructure as a service. PaaS stands for platform as a service. SaaS stands for software as a service. And all these things we are going to discuss. Next, I am going to give introduction about AWS. AWS introduction. Why we need to go for this AWS? What this AWS will do? Right. So all those things we are going to discuss it here. So next, I'm going to give the AWS services overview. AWS services overview I'm going to give, guys. AWS introduction. Next, AWS services overview I'm going to give it here. See guys, in AWS, first what we are going to discuss, what is cloud computing, what advantages are there in cloud computing, what is IaaS, what is PaaS, what is SaaS, infrastructure as a service, platform as a service, software as a service. Differences we are going to see. Next, we will talk about AWS introduction. I'm going to give introduction about the AWS. Next, I will talk about services. What services are there? That services overview I will give it here. Services overview I'm going to give it here. Right? So next guys, after this I'm going to talk about regions. What regions are available in AWS? We have so many regions are available. And I'm going to discuss what regions are available in AWS. So next I will talk about AMI, Amazon Mission Images. AMI means Amazon Mission Images. Amazon Mission Images I'm going to discuss. So next, the very important one is EC2. How to create the virtual machines by using EC2. How to create the virtual machines by using EC2 I'm going to discuss it here. So next I will talk about EBS, EBS, Elastic Block Storage. Elastic Block Storage. So this is what I am going to discuss. Elastic Block Storage. After EC2, I will talk about EBS. Next one is Load Balancer. Load Balancer. Load Balancer I am going to talk. Next I will talk about Auto Scaling. Auto Scaling. Next I will talk about S3 buckets. S3 buckets. Next I will talk about Route 53. Route 53. Next I will talk about Light Sail. Light Sail. So next I will talk about RDS. RDS means Relational Database. Relational Database, RDS. Next I will talk about DynamoDB. DynamoDB. Right. Next I will talk about VPC. This is very important. VPC. I will talk about VPC. So next I will talk about CloudWatch. CloudWatch. After CloudWatch also very important, guys. After CloudWatch, I will talk about Cloud Formation. Cloud Formation. Right. Once the Cloud Formation is completed, I will discuss about SES, Email Services. SES is Email Services. Right. Next, I will talk about SQS. SQS means Queue Services. Queue Services. Next, I will talk about SNS. SNS, Notification Services. Notification Services. Right. So next, I will talk about ECS. ECS, Elastic Container Services. Elastic Container Services. So next I will talk about some billing informations, etc. So like this, we are going to discuss more than 15 plus services in AWS, guys. All these are the services which we have in AWS. Once you guys are completed these services, you guys can write the certification exam also. You guys can write certification exam also, guys. In AWS, you guys can write certification exam also. As a solution architect, you guys can write the certification exam once you guys are completed all these 15 services. Right? So this is the part 4 which we are going to discuss, guys. As part 4, we are going to discuss 15 plus services which we have in AWS. As part 3, we are going to discuss 10 plus Devops tools. As part 4, we are going to discuss 15 plus AWS services. Right? Once these AWS services are completed, next I'm going for part 5. As part 5, I'm going to discuss Python scripting. Python scripting I'm going to discuss. Python scripting. And here I'm going to show by using script, Python script, how to automate the Devops tools. Whatever the activities our Devops tools are doing, those activities I wanted to automate by using some scripting language. For that, I'm going to use this Python scripting. Right, that Python scripting I'm going to cover as part 5. So next here, part 6. As part 6, I'm going to show real-time projects. End to end, guys. End to end, right? From beginning to till completion, right? How the process will go, right? Where our Devops will commit the picture exactly. That end to end flow, I'm going to explain it here. Real-time project, I'm going to explain it here. Right? So once this part 6 is completed, here I'm going to show resume preparation. How to prepare the resume preparation. I will show you how to prepare the resume, guys. I have some sample resumes. I will open those resumes and I will explain what we need to put as 4+ years of experience, as 3+ years of experience, what we need to maintain, what we need to put in that resume. Everything I will explain it here. Right? So here I'm going to give interview guide. Interview guide I will provide. Tools wise, I will provide the interview questions. I will provide all interview questions, guys. Tools wise, I will provide all interview questions. Right? So these are the 7 parts which I am going to discuss, guys. Please have a look into this course content once. Very huge course content. Very huge course content. First part 1, I am going to discuss Devops Introduction. There we will talk about what is Devops, why Devops is required, what is SDLC, what is Waterfall Methodology, what is Agile Methodology, what is the Devops life cycle. Next, part 2, we are going to discuss about the Linux and the shell scripting. Next, part 3, we are going to talk about Devops tools. Maven we are going to discuss, GitHub we are going to discuss, Jenkins we are going to discuss, Sonar Cube we are going to discuss, Ansible, Terraform, Docker Swarm, Kubernetes, ELK, etc. All those things we are going to discuss in part 3. Next, coming to part 4, here we are going to discuss 15 plus AWS services. Here we will talk about what is cloud computing, why we need to go with this cloud computing, what advantages are there in cloud computing, what is the differences between IaaS, PaaS, SaaS. Right, I will give some introduction about the AWS. AWS services overview, what services are available, total how many services are available in AWS. We have 200 plus services are available in AWS, guys. Not only 15, not only 15, we have 200 plus services are available in AWS, guys. In that, the most important 15 plus services we are going to discuss. If you guys are clear about these 15 plus services, you guys can able to do the certification as a solution architect. Right, what services we are going to discuss. See guys, what regions are available in AWS, what is AMI, what is EC2, what is EBS, load balancer, auto scaling, S3 buckets, route 53, light sail, RDS, DynamoDB, VPC, CloudWatch, cloud information, SES, SQS, SNS, ECS. All these are the different services which we have in AWS. All these services, practically we are going to see each and everything, guys. Practically we are going to discuss each and every service. Right? Only this part will take more than 1 month. Only this part will take more than 1 month, guys. 1 month, 30 sessions, 30 plus sessions will take this AWS, guys. Only this part will take 30 plus sessions. And once this part 4 is completed, we are going to discuss Python scripting. Python scripting, guys. How to automate our Devops tools by using Python scripting, we are going to understand. Next here, real-time projects. I'm going to show the some real-time projects. I will take Java project and we are going to see end-to-end. We are going to take one Python project and we will see end-to-end. Those real-time projects I'm going to show. And where Devops will come into the picture in our real-time projects, everything I'm going to show it. Right. So next I will show how to prepare the resume and the interview guide. Everything I will provide it. So this is the our course content, guys. This is the course content which we are going to discuss. Please have a look into this. Please have a look into this once. Please have a look into this, guys. So to complete all these things, how much time is required? Duration of the course. Duration of the course 3 months, guys. 3 months is required. 3 months is required. Daily I will take 1 hour 15 minutes to 1.5 an hour I will take. Right? Monday to Saturday we have the classes. Monday to Saturday we have the class. Class timings 7:30 to 9. 7:30 to 9 I will take the class. From tomorrow onwards, daily pakka I will start 7:30, sharp 7:30 I will start the session. Right? No delay in the time. Right? 7:30 to 9. 7:30 p.m. to 9 p.m. 7:30 p.m. to 9 p.m. IST. Duration of the course 3 months. Daily Monday to Saturday. Monday to Saturday we have the classes at 7:30 p.m. to 9 p.m. IST. Guys, in YouTube we have, right, 30 plus candidates are watching in YouTube. Right, in that YouTube description I have given that Zoom details. If you guys join in that Zoom details, you guys can able to ask the questions. For YouTube questions I can't able to answer. Why? Because you guys can't able to talk with me directly. If you guys want to ask any questions, please join in our Zoom. So in the description I have provided the Zoom details. Please log in into Zoom and ask your questions. From tomorrow onwards, please try to join in Zoom only. Right, guys? So what is the course fee, guys? Course fee 10,000 rupees only. Course fee 10,000 rupees only. See, guys, for 10,000 rupees I am giving very huge content with the in detail and with recordings, guys. Please utilize this opportunity. With the recordings, very huge content I am providing for less cost. I'm not going to skip anything, guys. I'm not going to skip here. Whatever I mentioned, each and everything I will discuss in detail. Okay, guys, there is no multiple installment, single installment only. At first 3 classes you guys can able to attend, right? After that you guys need to make the payment. So this is our course content, guys. After completing this course, you guys can climb 4 years experience. You guys can tell you guys have 4+ years of experience in DevOps with AWS. Okay, is this clear? From tomorrow onwards I am going to start this part 1. From tomorrow onwards I am going to start this part 1, guys. Tomorrow I am going to start this part 1. Anyone have any questions? People are attending in YouTube. Please join in Zoom, guys. Then you guys can able to ask the questions directly. Okay, fine, guys. So tomorrow I will start the session at sharp 7:30 p.m. Tomorrow I am going to start this part 1 DevOps introduction. I am going to start. Okay. Okay, guys. YouTube candidates, please join in Zoom from tomorrow. So then you guys can interact with me directly. Right. Right. Interested candidates, this is the WhatsApp number. Just drop a message to this number, guys. 6362345870. So this is the WhatsApp number. Just drop a message to this number if anyone have interest. Please drop a message to this number. I will give the in detail course content, guys. I'll give the in detail course content. And on each and every topic, what we are going to discuss, that in detail course content I will provide. Just to drop a message to this number, I will provide the course content, in detail course content. Fine, guys. Tomorrow we will meet at 7:30.